Are you looking for the best neighborhood in Austin, Texas? I am going to show you the best neighborhoods for walkable, entertainment-centric fun. I'm going to give you my top 7, and I'm going to show you the most entertainment-centric and work out from there. Hey, my name is Nicole Cooper. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help moving in and around Austin, Texas, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move today, tomorrow, or somewhere in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find the perfect home. Now let's get started with my 7 favorite neighborhoods that are entertainment centric. We're gonna start with the most dense entertainment area and work out from there. I'm gonna show you around through the map so you can see where you are. I'm gonna give you some home prices, the schools, the popular things about that neighborhood, the best and the worst kind of each neighborhood so you can see which one is the best one for you. Let's get started with number 1, and that is downtown Austin. Downtown Austin, in the heart of the city, right here, just north of Town Lake, in between the 2 main highways there, and it goes up to the state capitol and down to the water. Let me just show you this from the air so you can get a visual of what downtown looks like. If you look down here in this bottom right corner, that's the state capitol, and then all of these high-rises are condos. Some are work offices, some are apartments. Most of them are condos. You can see the lake down on the south side here, or Town Lake or the Colorado River, and you can just see how everything downtown has gone up. High-rise living is the norm in downtown Austin, and that's what you can expect to find down there most of the time. But this area of Austin is perfect for anyone that craves to be right in the middle of the hustle and bustle, urban feel, dense urban living. Walk downstairs and you're in a new restaurant, a new bar, a new coffee shop. Everything is very, very nearby. All right, some of our highlights of downtown. We can't talk about downtown Austin without showing you what the state capitol looks like. It's an absolutely beautiful tour. If you're in town, I highly recommend heading over there. This is that southern boundary, the Colorado River and or Lady Bird Lake, Town Lake. We have multiple names for the same thing in Austin. And here's a view looking towards all the high rises from the south looking to the north. We have a lot of pictures like that because it's the easiest one to take in town when you have the lake in front and you're looking up to the big buildings. But that is what downtown Austin looks like if you want to live down there. Some of the main entertainment districts within downtown Austin are Rainey Street. I'm going to show you just a few places from there, but this used to all be houses, little single-family, tiny bungalows lined up and down the street, and then one person decided to open one bar, the Luxury Pearl, and the rest is history. This is probably the original house, but now it looks like this. On a Sunday afternoon, let me tell you, the crowds are thick. It's the best place in town to go for brunch. People hang out there all the time. You've got all types of different mixes of restaurants and bars and dance clubs and things, but mostly it's kind of an inside-outside place. A lot of patios to hang out on, and then you have live music as well. So that's one section of downtown. And then we have the original 6th Street district where we have Museum of the Weird. We have the Driscoll Hotel. I mean, I've got to show you a picture of the Driscoll Hotel. It is so gorgeous. It's been there for a long, long time, decades and decades. So long that they say it's haunted. I have stayed there in one of these really beautiful rooms, and you know, I didn't see a ghost, but you know, I could say that every now and then walking through the dark halls was a little bit creepy. Here's another view of a room that opens out overlooking 6th Street. So it's a really fun place to have a staycation if you live here in Austin. And here's what they do during Christmas time of year, light it up green and red. We've also got Perry's Steakhouse downtown. We have a lot of fancy hotels with the JW Marriott, the Fairmont, Hilton's, and the works. We have Four Seasons in the thick of it. It's right over here. And in Four Seasons, they have that's where Moody Theater, the inside theater, is, where you can see live music in a very small venue. There's good seats no matter where you are in the house. And then you have hotels and restaurants and bars down here on Chavez that are actually overlooking the water. So you just have, everything. If you don't want to walk or can't walk, we've got pedicabs all around downtown that'll take you around, so you don't even have to get into an Uber or a Lyft or taxi to get anywhere. You can get in those bicycles with the wagon on the back, and they'll take you wherever you want to go. In downtown, per niche.com, it's voted the #1 best neighborhood in Austin for young professionals. It is the #2 on our list today for most expensive per square foot. So right now, average price per square foot downtown is $775 a square foot. Now, generally speaking, since they're all condos and up, high-rise living, you're going to find smaller homes. You're going to find smaller condo square footage, and generally speaking, the smaller something is, the higher price per square foot. However, you will have the beautiful penthouses up top with 3 and 4 bedrooms, and they're still going to bring a premium. Most of the time, the penthouses are over $1,000 a square foot. So just know that if you want to live downtown, you're not going to get a deal. You're going to be paying a premium as it comes in as our #2 most expensive neighborhood out of my top 7 today. My second favorite neighborhood is South Austin. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about right over here. What we have in South Austin is actually 4 neighborhoods for the price of 1. So I'm getting a little better bang for my buck. We've got Zilker, we have Bolden Acres, we have SoCo, and we have Travis Heights. So these 4 neighborhoods make up the South Austin portion of what my second favorite neighborhood is today. And basically, we have different school districts in here, and then we have kind of one side is more favorable than the other. So generally speaking, the further west you go, the more expensive it is. And there's a couple of reasons. One main reason is this big, beautiful park right here. It encompasses Barton Springs Pool, and it has the Zilker Botanical Gardens. This is also Auditorium Shores, and it's also where Austin City Limits Music Festival is held. And this is what the Barton Springs Pool looks like. It's open year-round. People use it all year round. It's a steady temperature, and you can swim in the winter if you're tough. I'm not quite that tough, but this is what it looks like when it's cold outside because the water still stays warm. So Barton Springs Pool is a huge attraction for everyone in the city of Austin, and some even further than that. But also, as you go further to the east, this I-35 is such a major highway that goes from basically Canada to Mexico. It's very loud. So you want to be tucked back more in the neighborhoods here. Then you have SoCo. If you haven't been to South Congress, our nickname for it is SoCo. And there's a lot of shopping. You're going to find a lot of boutique bars. You're going to find, actually, as of late, some luxury shops down there. Some shops like Hermes and Prada and things like that. But then we still have the old mainstay, live music, Continental Club. This Continental Club is small, quaint. You're gonna get up close and personal with the musicians. This is not from just a journalist or anything. This is where the actual audience stands. You're gonna get so close, and you're gonna see really good clubs there. It's not just no-name bands. They will have excellent music there all the time. Continental Club is known worldwide for its live music. We've got a bunch of restaurants down here with Home Slice, Guero's Mexican. We've got Hop Dottie. Perla's is great seafood. You've got a little coffee shop, Joe's, and then we can't forget Allen's Boot Stores. That's been there since the beginning of time. If you need to pick without some beautiful boots while you're here in Austin, this is definitely one of the hot spots to do it. I mean, surely you can find something that you like among all those choices. So within the South Austin section here, the main kind of entertainment areas are SoCo right here. We've Got South First Street here that has a bunch of other restaurants on it. And then Lamar is a huge north and south road that has restaurants, shops, theaters all along it. And then all along Barton Springs right here is restaurants and entertainment areas. So South Austin is just full of entertainment. South Austin also over here on South Lamar has one of the best sushi restaurants going. It's called Uchi. They are well known for, well, the sushi. I highly recommend it if you have a special date night or want to spend a little bit more money than you might normally. Uchi's a great spot to go to. Now this South Austin is a little bit more eclectic part of town, a little bit more, I don't know, it has that hippie vibe, especially over here in Zilker Park. We have the better schools per niche.com. The grades are a little bit higher for the Zilker elementary schools at Spartan Hills Elementary. And so home prices tend to be a little bit higher. In addition, we have some cliff views back here over the Barton Creek Greenbelt. And when you have Greenbelt views, the house values go way up. In addition, you can walk to Austin City Limits Music Festival, Barton Springs Pool, and the park. Now Travis Heights is over here on the east side of the South Austin portion we're talking about. It has a mix of historic homes and new builds, all nestled in among the little hill. You can see the topography on the map here just a little bit. You have some opportunity to get a little bit of rolling terrain there. And it kind of it combines the best of both worlds with its downtown proximity, yet you still feel that residential feel. And you're right behind SoCo over here, so you can walk over and get all the best restaurants and your shopping done from Travis Heights. Now I mentioned earlier you do have different schools that feed into here, and the high schools that these neighborhoods feed into. First of all, this section over here is going to feed into Austin High. This section over here is going to feed into Travis Early College, and then there's a small section down here that feeds into Crockett. This section would be the highest rated on niche.com. This would be the second, and then this would be the third down here. So the better rated schools are going to be on that northwest corner in South Austin. And then just generally speaking, this is our third most expensive neighborhood of the 7 that we're covering today, and it comes in around $700 a square foot. My third neighborhood for best, most walkable, entertainment-centric in Austin is Central East Austin. It's the 78702 zip code. It is directly in the middle of town, just to the east of I-35. And let's jump in, I'll show you exactly where it is. So here is my number 3, East Austin, right here, Central East Austin. There's a lot of East Austin, but I'm talking about the central portion, just across from downtown Austin, across from 6th Street, across from Rainey Street. This neighborhood has tons of entertainment. So first of all, the first district is all the way down East Cesar Chavez. There are bars and restaurants all the way up and down. Next, we have over here East 6th and 7th. Same, restaurants, clubs, bars, you can walk and just hop in and out of each one. And then we have another little bit of an entertainment district over here at 11th Street. You might have heard of Franklin's Barbecue. It's over there, and there are a few more restaurants and bars down that road as well. So East Austin is very walkable and very much full of entertainment options. Now, East Austin has a rich cultural history. It's become one of the most sought after spots in the city because it has such a good proximity to downtown and that community vibe. So one of the best things about it is you can live walkable to downtown, walkable to pubs and bars in town. This community is super diverse with what you can find to live in. You're gonna find some high-rise condos, some little bungalows, all the way to modern new construction, large 5-6 bedroom homes. So it is just really diverse in the sense of what you're going to find, and you have to be very kind of specific as to what you're looking for, and every little nook and cranny is different. So you really need to have someone help you figure out what is right for you, because there's just so many choices and different types of living within this small community of East Austin. Let me just show you some hot spots here on East 6th. You have Lazarus Brewing, which, you know, they make their own beer. There's quite a few brew pubs on the East 6th area. We've got Lazarus, you've got Blue Owl, we've got this one, the Grackle, right across the street. We have coffee shops right here. We have a great restaurant called Suerte. We have Whistler's, which is one of my favorite bars. If you're looking for a great cocktail, Whistler's may be something you should check out. They really pride themselves on making the fancy drinks. Hotel Vegas, think live music venue, big outdoor patio out back. They have drag brunches on Sunday. It's a fun spot because it's big and it has multiple entertainment areas inside it. And then if we jump over here to 5th Street, Industry is one of my favorite restaurants to go to. Super cool dining area inside and out. They have some really good tacos and some good cheesy bites in there as well. And then we cannot forget about the White Horse, one of the coolest little honky-tonk bars in town. They are a live music country western bar. It is small, it's super fun, and everybody dances. So it's definitely put it on your list of a thing to do. Then if we go down here to the Chavez kind of track of the entertainment, you've got Korean, you've got a coffee shop, Casabianca is another coffee. Lou's East Side is a big chicken kind of outdoorsy place. I'll just show you a picture of that because it's one of my favorites as well. Here it is from the front, and there's the back. They do host a little bit of live music there every now and then, but you'd be more apt to go there for watching sports, and they do show movies on the big screen in the summer. So in East Austin, the entertainment venues are limitless. I highly recommend you check it out. Even if you don't want to live over there, it's a cool spot to hang out. And in East Austin, per niche.com, it is number 4 out of the 63 best neighborhoods for young professionals to live in. And it's the second least expensive on my top 7 today for clothes price. Your average clothes price on the east side is $535 a square foot. Number 4, let's talk about Hyde Park. That's my 4th favorite neighborhood in Austin. It is one of the most charming neighborhoods in town. A lot of historic kind of feel and vibe there. Huge trees overgrowing the street. It's just north of the university, and so you're going to get a lot of professors and students and cool kind of like a little bit almost a hippie vibe, not as much as the south side, but a really cool traditional Austin feel in Hyde Park. All right, so this is more or less the area of Hyde Park. We have the University of Texas right here to the south, and Hyde Park just starts basically just north of the University of Texas and goes up to around 51st. I mean, give or take. This area has some of the most historical homes in town, some of the biggest trees overgrowing the streets. I mean, anyone that appreciates some architectural history, this might be the neighborhood for you. Some of the homes go back to the early 20th century. They're known for, they're gonna have all the way from quaint bungalows to Victorian style houses that have been beautifully preserved. So Hyde Park has kind of this timeless feel. Per niche.com, Hyde Park is voted number 3 out of the best neighborhood to live in Austin. So that's 3 out of 63 neighborhoods. Our average clothes price in Hyde Park is around $565 a square foot. Now, when living in Hyde Park, this is more like walkable to coffee shops and less like walkable to bars. There are some, but not as much as, say, on the south side, especially not as much as the east side or downtown. So what you're gonna find is more like this little area here. We have a few restaurants right together. Curra's in Hyde Park. It's a Mexican or Tex-Mexican restaurant, really big, beautiful flavors. I mean, great margaritas. They even make an avocado flavored margarita. We have Asti Trattoria, which is Italian. And then we have Quack's Bakery. Man, this is a great bakery. It is, homemade, beautiful desserts. If you're into that sugar kind of thing, this might be a really good one for you. And then Hyde Park Bar and Grill, been there forever. Maybe the best French fries ever. I mean, they do a lot of Southern cooking. Listen, there's your chicken fried steak right there, but they are well known for their crazy sign out front on top of the fork and these babies right here, the French fries. So Hyde Park's a little more subdued as far as entertainment goes, but still a lot of things very walkable as far as coffee shops and restaurants. Number 5 on my list is still in East Austin. It's Mueller and Cherrywood. We've got 2 little neighborhoods side by side that work together beautifully, and that is coming in as my 5th favorite in town. Let's take a look on the map. So here is the general outline of the area. We are just a little bit north of that central East Austin area we talked about before. That would be right down here. Here is downtown. Here's the University of Texas right here. So we are up here, and what we're gonna talk about now is Cherrywood and Mueller. So here's Cherrywood right here, and Mueller is over here. Cherrywood has been here for a long time. You're gonna find homes in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Mueller, however, is much newer. It was built recently. It has taken place of the old airport, and it was built with sustainability in mind. Think energy efficient homes, recycling programs, and a lot of green spaces. You can see here everything that's green, those are parks or lakes right here. There's hiking trails all throughout. We've got a little park here in the middle as well. So Mueller was built with sustainability and keeping it green in mind. They also built the entire community that goes, this is the Mueller portion. They built this with the idea to keep everything there, have enough there that you wouldn't have to leave the neighborhood to do anything, to go to the grocery, to go shopping for like boutique stores, restaurants, all the things. The homes are a new kind of modern vibe, and you can see here in the background, that was that original airport tower to tell the people if their landing gear was in or not. Here's the beautiful Mueller Lake, and in the background you can see the Thinkery. This is kind of the hub of the business area right here in retail. We've got some apartments out there. This is an example of some of the apartments in the area. Mueller has a mix of everything from condos to townhomes to small kind of bungalow homes to what they call yard homes. The more space you have, the more expensive it is. But overall on my list of 7 today, this is our least expensive. You can get in here at $485 a square foot, and this is our best bang for the buck out of my 7 today. So the reason why is you're a little bit further from downtown. The schools are a little bit lower on the niche.com grading system, but more importantly, you're just a little bit farther from downtown. But look how easy it is to get downtown. You have everything here that you need, so you don't have to leave, but if you do need to commute to downtown for work, for example, it's not far. So that's why it's coming in as my number 5 favorite neighborhood of the day. First of all, over here at the farmers market, they have that every Sunday morning, and it is a beautiful thing if you want to buy something that looks like that. So the farmers market is great, and then all down this Aldrich and Simon, McBee, Berkman. This is the area where all the restaurants and retail are. So one of my favorite little spots is B.D. Riley's Irish Pub here. They have all of the sports games. They host a lot of the European like soccer matches and rugby matches, things that you wouldn't normally get in the other pubs because they open early enough for them to do that. They have, fried food deluxe, and of course they pour a good Guinness. In addition to B.D. Riley's, we've got the Blue Lacy, Aviator Pizza, Halcyon Coffee Bar. We've got Colleen's Kitchen that has some of the best chicken dishes in town. They're a southern chicken or a southern food type place, and they make great chicken, pot pies, things like that. You've got Alamo Draft House right in the middle of it. That's one of the cinemas where they bring food to your seat. It's nice and small, Seats are great, very comfortable. Highly recommend going to see a movie there. We've got fitness. We have regular kind of boutique shops over here. We have Chewy's, which is a Tex-Mex wonderful restaurant. And then we have Kirby Lane, which is all the time around the clock breakfast. So you're gonna find most everything you need right in that little downtown Mueller area. And then let's not forget right over here in the middle of Cherrywood Coffee House, another one of my favorite go-tos for coffee. And you can sit outside, as you can see here. They have a great indoor area where they do have a lot of beer on tap if you're into that. In addition to your coffee, great food. They have some wonderful tacos and salads, and they do have some live music outside sometimes. My next favorite, number 6, Clarksville and Tarrytown. Think a little bit more high-end luxury homes. You're sandwiched between the lake and downtown. Let's have a look in the map and talk about it. Here we are. Look at how the lake follows it all the way around, and then you have Lamar on the other side. So you have entertainment all the way up and down Lamar. You have it on Infield. You have it over here on 6th Street, all the way over on Lake Austin Boulevard. You have a little golf course here, Lions Golf Course Municipal, and this is the neighborhood here. Now, the reason why it's a little bit further down the list as number 6 is because it is not as walkable as these other neighborhoods. Now, Clarksville, when you get over into the eastern portion of Mopac, then it becomes a little more walkable to Lamar. But this whole area of Tarrytown over here is mostly just residential. So you actually get to feel like you're tucked away out of town, even though you're right in the thick of it. So less entertainment, but more suburban feel. So, you know, it depends what you're looking for, as if this is your vibe or not. However, as far as the entertainment goes, everything up and down Lamar, restaurants, bars, shopping, boutique stores. We've got Peace Park right here, which is kind of on the northern end of it, and it is a really great park, an urban city park. They have volleyball trails there. They have art displays all the time. Big areas for the kids to hang out and play. So that's on kind of the top end of it. Down on the bottom, the south portion of it, where it runs all along the lake, and it all feeds into Austin High School, which is right here in the middle. Now, on the western portion of Mopac, this is more the Tarrytown part on the west, the Clarksville part on the east, but you will have some cool spots down here on Deep Eddy. We actually have Tumble 22, which is a great chicken spot. It's relatively new down there. We have Juice Land, and then you have a parking lot to go into Deep Eddy Pool. I will show you a quick pic of that because it's naturally fed water there, naturally spring fed water there. Super cold all year round, so it's a great spot to go and hang out when it's nice and hot in the summer. There's the Deep Eddy Community Garden as well. So as we go a little bit further down here, there is a brand new H-E-B right here, and it is, I mean, it's the talk of the town. Because they have barbecue inside, it is kind of a state-of-the-art grocery store, if you will. Multiple floors, huge parking garage, everything you need inside that H-E-B. And that only got completed a couple years ago. When it did, it really made that area a lot more user-friendly for the people living there to be able to go and get their groceries. And then just a little bit further over here, again, here's the Lions Municipal Golf Course. If we go just a little bit farther down, some of my most fun places to eat, maybe not the best food, but fun, is we've got Hula Hut and we have Mozart's Coffee Roasters. Hula Hut, you sit outside. They're kind of a Hawaiian Tex-Mex fusion, but isn't that a cool palapa? You sit out there under the thatch roof, and during the summer, all these boat docks will be completely full because people drive up in their boat and come up there and have lunch or dinner at the Hula Hut. Mozart's Coffee, some of the best coffee around, as well as desserts. Just look at this. I don't need to show you anything after that. It's making me super hungry. So that's on the western portion of the Tarrytown, Clarksville area. Now, the One of the most affluent neighborhoods in town. It has a reputation for luxurious homes in a peaceful atmosphere while you're right in the thick of things. Also has Mayfield Park and Preserve, Reed Park. We've got walking trails throughout. In niche.com, it's voted number 8 out of 63 as the best neighborhoods to live in. And on our list today, it is the most expensive neighborhood, coming in at $790 a square foot. It's no surprise, it's walkable, yet suburban feeling, tucked back in the neighborhood. You've got the lake on one side and town on the other. There's a reason it's the highest price per square foot. Great neighborhood, wonderful feel, and it feeds into Austin High. Number 7, my 7th favorite neighborhood in Austin is the Rosedale and Bryker Woods area. It's just north of where we've been talking about in Clarksville and Tarrytown, and it is kind of nestled around the hospital, so you might find a lot of healthcare professionals in that area. Let's take a dive into the map and show you exactly where it is. So here are the boundaries. We've kind of got up by Koenig Lane out to Lamar, and then over here to Mopac on the west side. And you can see just below it is where we were talking about before with the Clarksville and Tarrytown. Going through the north portion here is 45th Street, and there is 38th Street, so you can get your bearings. And both of those roads have a bit of commercial on them, a little bit of entertainment in that area. Now, as far as restaurants go, we cannot go without mentioning Uchi Co. I already mentioned Uchi. This is Uchi's big sister, little sister up north, and it's a little bit different, but same idea with the sushi, wonderful plates of food. So it's a must-see or must-taste restaurant. Just to the left of that, we've got the Draft House Brewery. Very, very European style pub. Beer on draft, been there for years. Trailer outside, a food trailer outside, and they serve, other perfect pints over there, right in the center of Rosedale. Now, what is Rosedale known for? A blend of kind of suburban and urban mix, because you can see you don't have a whole lot of space between the Mopac or Loop 1 here and then the Lamar Boulevard that goes down right here. And those are busy areas. So you have this cool neighborhood tucked in between, and you can walk to quite a bit of things. Fonda San Miguel, another beautiful restaurant. It's Mexican interior cuisine, think upscale Mexican food. Here's a picture of the food. I'm getting quite hungry as it's almost lunchtime here. I'm gonna have to stop showing pictures of beautiful food. And then right down here on the southern portion of it, the original Kirby Lane. It's open 24 hours a day. They started out and getting known for food that looks like this. Basically, these pancakes are what they're known for. Here's a picture of some of their swirl pancakes. They make multiple flavors a day, and that's where they got their kind of their foothold in, and they have multiple locations in town now because everybody loves the Kirby Lane breakfast. And then right here in the middle, we have Seton Medical Center. I mentioned the healthcare workers before. It's a big hospital, full service hospital, ER, doctor's offices, and all the ancillary doctor's offices around this area. You'll find a lot of X-ray, MRI, all up and down this street. And then right over here, we have the Heart Hospital of Austin, where obviously they specialize in heart patients, and it's very well respected and known as well. It's also an ER, so if you want to get, or if you need to get to the emergency room, you can go there. And right here, just behind the hospital, Central Market, upscale HEB, think finer foods, higher quality, fresher vegetables, fresher meats, things like that. A little bit more expensive, but if you're looking for that specialty meal you want to cook for your loved one, make a special dinner, you might want to go shopping at the Central Market. So while you're living in this part of town, it's a little bit like Hyde Park that we talked about before. Not too much crazy entertainment venues like bars and late nightlife, but a lot of restaurants and coffee shops and things you can walk to like that. So that's why it made my top 7 neighborhoods of the day. That's that's a wrap. So whether you want to be down in the middle of the excitement of downtown or maybe more tucked away in Rosedale, we are here to help you. Hey, comment below. Let me know which neighborhood you like best or maybe what other neighborhoods you want to see more about. I answer them all myself and I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on Austin, Texas. So whether you're looking to move today or tomorrow, we are always here to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Until the next time, be kind to yourself and others. I'll see you soon.